I see fire. The little Ed Sheeran sitting down there on the seat. You're here. And everyone's like, holy fucking shit. Literally question after question after question.
Hey, Jeremy.
Hello?
Jeremy, come over here.
Where are you?
I'm by the water.
Where are you?
Hi, Jeremy.
Oh, it's just a dream. Welcome back to a brand new episode of Blore on Mandalore. I am your host, Jeremy Blore. Peep the drip. It is cold as balls right now in Australia. So before you do any judging, let's get into my review of The Acolyte episodes 1 and 2, baby. Man, all I've got to say is I have been running away from every single spoiler that has happened because of this show. I've got a lot to say about the people who want to spoil straight away. Like, you want to be the first to put a meme out. Like, oh, by the way, I thought of this funny concept. Let me just post it on Instagram. So then it's about the most important part of the episode. And then you go, oh, fuck, now I've seen it. And you don't even get to see it on like a cool YouTube video, like a YouTube video with Blore on Mandalore. No, you get to see it on someone's Instagram page that I've honestly probably pimped out their page with OnlyFans content the whole time. I'll move on from that. But guys, it's finally here. All right. Look, not a lot of people have been excited about The Acolyte. They have been pumping the advertisement for this. Marketing like a madman. Like, they've put in a lot of money into this show. Now, I don't know how much of their $180 million budget went into the marketing, but I gotta say, they actually flipped it and they did really well. When it first came out, I was worried. They started talking so politically and so on, and then look, maybe they turned face and they were like, hey, look, I'm just a fan. But all of Leslye Headland, that's the director, all of her love for this universe has just shown through everything. I am obsessed with The Acolyte so far. So I just watched the first 2 episodes with my roommate. We were both there like, man, this is Star Wars. The Acolyte is Star Wars. Thank you, Leslye, for understanding a key part of the DNA of Star Wars. In my previous week's episode, I talked about the scenery being a part of the DNA. I mean, it absolutely is. And there's so many more parts of Star Wars that make it inherently itself. But the biggest aspect of everything is the fact that it's a lived-in universe. Now, I saw something from Will of the Force, previously known as Diamond Figs, and he talked about how every time you look at a planet, you get to see that it's lived in. All of these species, like these brand new species, all of these beautiful planets. Can't agree with you more, Will. Can't agree. And if you don't follow Will of the Force, aka Diamond Figs, if you've seen his old account, please, the dude is a fucking genius, all right? And he's not only a genius, he has the best takes aside from some of the awesome creators that I know as well, Beyond the Dune Sea, Star Wars 66, Tales from Toshi Station, Tales of Peridia. Guys, we got so many people doing amazing things, but Will of the Force has brought out a couple of really good points here. And it's something that I really wanted to expand on throughout the rest of this episode. The moment we open up, it's like a smack in the face. We're in some Western barn. And for the first time, we see a very clear Jedi, some stuck-up white lady who's chilling in the corner at a poker table, all right, and she's looking like this. Pick a Jedi. Out of all of those, like, run-down yaks and all that kind of crap, who do you think is going to be the Jedi on the table? But anyways, and then we see this girl in a balaclava, covered her face here. I don't know, yeah, that's probably going to cover her, but covered her face here like this, and she's got a hood on, and these dreads with the tattoo. Instant reaction. Boy, what's going to happen here? Is this going to be some cringy Leia running scene? Oh, God, no. This chick just fucking goes, fight me. Strike me first. Huh? Immediately, I was hooked. Genuinely, immediately, I was hooked. Obsessed with this show so far. But a real key part of these first two episodes that have made it so important have been the character design. Every single character that you see is meticulously designed to fit exactly the personality that they've got, and I'm obsessed. Absolutely obsessed. And the best part is the High Republic Gonk droid. Man, I saw him. He looked shiny as hell. He was a little old. He was an older unit. Okay, not as high-tech as my boy Gonky. But he looked schmick. You take a couple of seconds. I want you to I'm going to put up right here. Boom. I want you. Look at his legs. Look at the chrome finish. All of the highlights around him. Gorgeous. Spectacular. You had me there. Look, I don't know if the rest of the Acolyte is going to be as good as these first two episodes, but I have got so much hope based on how much attention to detail they've put into even just these character designs. Like, yes, you may not like some of the characters. Yes, you may not like some of the comments that the actors were making and the director made before any of this started. But let me tell you this. If you cannot appreciate a sexy Wookiee, it's getting hot in here. If you cannot appreciate a sexy Wookiee with nothing on but a harness, I want you to switch off this channel right now. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that because we have got an important screening coming through. Look, I've got a lot of questions for the Acolyte. I've got a lot of questions for what the hell we have seen and where the hell it's going to go. Now, we started off and obviously we see that she's a twin. O'Shea, or I can't remember her name exactly, is a twin. She's got her twin, May. But, we have got the light and the dark. On top of the light side, she left the Jedi Order. Why did she leave? Now, Master Soul, by the way, one of the coolest characters. Okay, absolutely obsessed with him so far. Honestly, the best part of the show so far has been Master Soul. Seriously. I think he reminds me of a certain character maybe called Qui-Gon Jinn. Exactly like him. But that character itself, just quickly, brings out a very important part of the High Republic Jedi. Now, I thought they were meant to be at their top. I thought this was meant to be at the peak of what Jedi were. This is this is at their best. But it's the start of the fall. And you get to see that with the corruptness of all the other masters around. Hey, this can't get out, by the way, because we're going to be screwed by the politicians. All of our power, all of our sway is going to be completely gone. Why do you truly care about that if you are really a Jedi? Master Soul, he understands. Even that kid who was down there sitting, and she goes, I see fire. The little Ed Sheeran sitting down there on the seat, even he was like, yeah, look, the Force is a powerful thing. And you are going to experience a lot of hatred as well as love. Immediately, all right, come on, twist my arm, has to be. Like, I'm again, Wookiee lover, Kelnucka is a sick design. Not as cool as Black Chrysanthemum, but Kelnucka is a cool design, but Master Soul, come on. Now, I can't remember the actor's name. I'll put it right here. Boing! But he is honestly perfect for the role so far. From what I have seen, he has done the best job of being true to what a Jedi truly is. Yes, the writing plays into it. So, Leslye, you are killing the game when it comes to that. But we get to see the Padawan of this great Jedi, Master Soul, and she goes out and leaves the Jedi Order to become this mechanic that only R2 units are allowed to do, by the way. I love that you got to see some of the Trade Federation as well. That was such a good callback. Like, all throughout these episodes, we have seen insane callbacks to some awesome, like Newt Gunray. Obviously, that's the name of the character. I can't remember the species, but the Newt Gunray, exactly the same as this dude. All right, he's just some fucking idiot. He's just some idiot that's a part of the Trade Federation that can be manipulated like this, be it Jedi or Sith, even if you're just a mechanic. Look, they're dirty people. But we get to see her being a mechanic, all right? And she's like, oh, I'm just living my life out on, like, literally the furthest away from Coruscant that I could ever possibly get. I don't want to be associated with the Jedi or anything, all right? Now, she still has that reverence for the Jedi, but where the hell is that going to go? We see that she was friends with the Jedi that came to pick her up just for them to completely turn face and not trust her straight away. Where is it that the main protagonist or antagonist, we really don't know where this is going to go. Like, who are the good and the bad guys? I know this is about the Sith, but out of the twins, who really is the good and the bad? Because we get to see all of the misfortunes, maybe, or the mistakes from the good twin, to then seeing all of the bad stuff happening with May, but they're not too dissimilar. The moment they saw each other, I mean, obviously there was recognition. But the important part of that was May stopped in her tracks, welled up with tears, and didn't move. She thought the whole time that her sister was dead. She didn't believe Master Soul. No. She immediately thought, oh my God, everything that I have been learning has been wrong. You can tell, like, brilliant acting. Amandla something. I can't remember her last name, but brilliant acting. Seriously, this series has the potential to actually be up there with some of the greatest Star Wars content. I am 110% in on this series right now. But where is she going to go? Where is our main character going to end up? Is it going to be the dark side or the light side? She's made mistakes. What were they? Personally, I think she's mirroring Ahsoka. She was potentially framed, all right? Or maybe she made one mistake that the Jedi were like, no, we can't associate with a person like you. No, you are someone who is not a Jedi. That is the start of their downfall. Because at this point, we're seeing them at their biggest numbers, the strongest out of all of their training, not the Grand Republic. They were completely tainted by the idea of who they were before, the idea of where they are in this spot right now. So it begs the question, when did the Jedi start degrading? Is Master Soul the last of the good Jedi other than Qui-Gon Jinn? that actually understand that it is balance, that the good are taking over too much. Maybe the Acolyte is going to be that turning force for the Jedi. To be like, you know what? No. We need to push this aside and then down. But I think it happened earlier. I think we need to retrace our footsteps back even further. But then, who is the Acolyte's master? Is the master the true Acolyte? Who is May going to be the reason for the Jedi's downfall? Or will it be her master who stood up there on a rock? So many questions that are just completely racking through my brain that I can't wait to be answered. I want to see more of her master. Now, her master said something really strange. Now, May is going out there to kill the 4 Jedi that were stationed on her planet when it burnt down. Yes, she's on the path to revenge, but why is her master making her not use any weapons and not be the reason for her to actually make the first move? Well, because it's a very clear plan to show that the Jedi aren't actually the peace givers that they truly think they are. The moment you make a first move, you are in the wrong. Like, as a Jedi, you have to wait until someone shows you that you have to ignite your weapon and finish the fight. Exactly what May said. When a Jedi ignites her lightsaber, they have the intention to kill. It's the exact same thing for what's going on there with what the Acolyte wants to see as the downgrade of the Jedi. He wants them to be the ones to make the first move into the darkness, to make the mistakes, to actually give in to their primal desires and stay on top of the hill. Because that's effectively where they are right now. Yes, there are darkness in the corners of the galaxy, spread throughout, unknown. Why are they showing their face? Why is it now that they need to stand up and kill the Jedi that were on her planet? Man, I could literally ask questions for ages and ages and ages. Like, it's genuinely, it's such an exciting universe to go in. We're getting new planets. We're getting brand new characters, new storylines that actually make sense. The director is a Star Wars fan, and it shows through every single part of the work that she's doing. I'm so excited to see where this goes. Genuinely, I don't know what's going to happen to Master Soul. Do I think he's going to die in some absolute burning mess? Maybe, yeah. Okay, it went through my mind. But I just want to know where the hell this person, the Master of May, is going to fit into this puzzle of the Acolyte. That design for a helmet as well. Oh my God. Very Knights of Ren-esque. Okay. Is it going to be from the Plagueis side? Is it going to be from the Knights of Ren? Maybe it's the Darth Bane line. Literally question after question after question. We do know that Leslye was actually, she was obsessed with all of the extended universe. Went through a bunch of different stuff. Got a lot of themes. We can even see in the trailer the Green Master, the green-skinned Master with those purple dots on her head. She had lightsabers like Darth Traya. Now, Darth Traya, when she was using her lightsabers, she used them with the Force. It was 3 of them spinning around her, like kind of like General Grievous with ghost arms. So sick. So we get to see a lot of this extended universe stuff. But how does it fit in? Are we going to be ending up at the end of The Phantom Menace? Is this going to be just like a flash at the start to then end it with something really important when it comes to Plagueis maybe creating Anakin? Now, we also know that the main character, I think it's O'Shea. This is so bad. I'm a Star Wars podcast that's doing a breakdown, and I can't even remember the fucking first name of the character that we're studying. Seriously, Jeremy, get a grip. Beyond that, she started in the Jedi Academy late, like Anakin Skywalker. There's a lot of mirroring, sure, but is her destiny, her path that she's taken, the reason why Anakin is so downtrodden in the prequels? To know that, hey, whoa, no, this guy is in a bit too late. He's holding on to a lot of hate. A lot of his world has been burning around him. It's very similar to this character that happened about 100 years ago. Yoda was around for that. What the hell's going to happen here? Look, potentially. But I would only see that line of thinking if Yoda actually does make an appearance. Now, Leslye has actually said, look, I wish that we got to have access to Yoda. Can you imagine? But I think we're going to see him. They put $180 million into this. Don't act like this is just some side project that no one cares about. Kenobi got $80 million as a budget. You got 180. They're going to add a CGI of Yoda. And if they do, he is the reason why they would pair the main character of the Acolyte to Anakin, and the reason why he was not able to fully fledge himself in the Jedi Order like he's meant to. Fire takes here over in Blore on Mandalore. Or should I say, rave on Mandalore. Hit it! Back again. That was so bad. Anyways. Okay, sorry. That was just yeah, anyways, don't worry. Okay. Look, guys, there's a lot to think about. There's a lot to ponder and a lot to see where the hell this is going to go. But I'll tell you, just to finish this off kind of, I'm going to tell you my favorite parts of this. Number one, we are starting on planets that we have never seen before. Now, first of all of these shots have just captivated my imagination. Straight away, when you close your eyes, you can picture that huge town that's on the edge of a cliff that looked like it was in Norway, in the Lofoten Islands. That was the worst Norwegian accent in the world. But it's actually gorgeous. All of these planets that we're seeing, like instantly when you're walking through those gates at the front and you go, ugh. Like, it seems like it's going to be the new Tatooine, right? But like, even the backwater, you've got the random Jedi temples everywhere. Even my roommate, when he was saying, do they do that? It's like, well, you would assume that the Jedi temples would be all around in every single part of every planet as kind of like an embassy, you know? The Empire had the same thing. Maybe they would have taken over maybe they would have taken over those little embassies of the Jedi, and then that's how they would have strengthened themselves. But it was interesting to kind of see, like, this is truly a lived-in universe. You've got all of these poor kids paying money to get to help this lady who's just, like, sneaking into a Jedi temple. Everyone's got their own agendas, even the side characters. Like, I can't thank Disney enough for allowing Leslye to actually be the director who truly seems like a Star Wars fan. It's something that, in the future is a massive dream of mine. I would love to be able to create a Star Wars movie or a TV show. Personally, I'd like to do a movie, but to be able to create all of this gorgeous content, you need to understand the DNA. And those planets, the new planets, are a massive part of that. You're meant to experience the world as the viewer like you're in it. So everything's going around. People are having all the interactions. It's not a set. You can actually see everything moving with it. It's a massive, massive positive for any show that I feel like a lot of them, including The Mandalorian in season 3, lacked big time. It felt like they were just standing in front of a TV. Look, budget constraints, sure, for a lot of that, but it's so important to be able to have these planets and to be able to experience that straight away, so many different planets in the first 2 episodes. Now, by the way, this is only going to be 8 more episodes. I think this was going to only be this is only going to be the one double parter, like the 2 episode release. The rest of them is going to go out because it will finish on the 16th. Oh my God, the 16th of July. I lost my words there for a second. Gorgeous. We're hydrated. Guys, for anyone right now who is partway through the episode, maybe you're sitting on the toilet, sit back, relax, squeeze, maybe lift your leg up just a little bit. Okay, pretend like you got a little porter stool there, because then it's going to clear that little duct down. But squeeze, sit back, relax, enjoy, because we've got the next part of what I think is so important, and that is the fighting. Now, my roommate made a very important call. He said, this feels like more of a kung fu movie than it is a Star Wars movie. Yeah, okay, they're using a lot of Force fu, but I think that shows the true power of what a Jedi is. Okay, a true Jedi doesn't need to use their lightsaber. Yes, it's an extension of themselves, but it's a deadly extension. A lightsaber should only be used in dire situations. If you can diffuse a fight with the goodness of your own heart, that is truly what it means to be a Jedi. And I think the Acolyte has embodied that perfectly. Yes, they're going to be fantastic at fighting with lightsabers. They're at a point where all of the training is at its peak. Yes, I know that you want to see as many lightsaber fights, but it's so important to show that they are actually capable of fighting without having this elegant weapon. And even then, Master Soul, when she's falling, holding her, and then Jedi attaches his mind and reads her mind. Scary stuff, but it shows their true power. To be able to dodge, similar to what we saw in Tales of the Empire when it came to the Grand Inquisitor. Yes, the Grand Inquisitor was a temple guard, but to be able to throw a punch and then throw a punch and then it shows that you are just so much better than what they are. To be able to resort to ancient weapons and just blades, you are not as powerful of a fighter as I am. The importance of a lightsaber should only be used when it is necessary, and that is to finish a fight, be that killing or disarming. Literally, everyone gets their arms chopped off by lightsabers. But no, I thought that was just such an incredible point and a really good point. That I value his opinion so much, as well as his musical opinion. And the music in this was just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. But the one thing that I will say to all of the fans who are worried, just like my roommate was when it came to the fighting, just hold on. They need to show that you are able to use the Force at an expert level to be able to have the impact of a lightsaber fight. Think about the original trilogy. You had all of these dull lightsaber fights.
Oh, strike me down, Darth.
Like, you had crap fights. And then, when you get to see the opening of The Phantom Menace with Darth Maul's fight, and everyone's like, holy fucking shit. Sitting in the back of their seats going, this could not get any better. And then you get the Revenge of the Sith fight, the Obi-Annie. You need dull fights in order for those fights to seem better than what they really are. Oh my God. Like, even Leslye did say she wanted to have a fight in this, and she apparently did put one in that rivals Duel of the Fates. I think it's because they're holding back on the fighting now. But I want to know what you think. And speaking of me wanting to know what you think, I do a fan segment. Fan segment every single week. I'll do it like Monday, Tuesday. But now, for all of you Americans, it's a day later. But now that it's released Wednesday, 10 a.m. my time, because I'm in Sydney, I'm probably going to be releasing it on Tuesday so that overlaps when you watch it or watch the episode. Just so you have like a little bit of time. Maybe you got some questions from the previous episode. Maybe you got some questions for what just came out. It gives you time to be able to do things and then me to be able to record potentially even that same night. All right. So, guys, I just want to say, first of all, thank you so much for adding in new questions. I got some really, really good ones for some amazing people. Some really amazing people. So we have Will of the Force. He says, now that was Diamond Figs. Again, I know I said that at the start, but Will of the Force, previously known as Diamond Figs, check him out. Love that he's rebranding. Because you know what? He's loving his channel just as much as we all love his channel. He has, seriously, some incredible content. But beyond that, he says, incredible first step into this large... Oh my God. Wait, no. Oh my God. I didn't even say what I asked. So I said, all I want is your opinion on the premiere of The Acolyte. Just tell me your first reactions. So I probably should have started with that. He said, incredible first step into this larger world. Can't wait to spend more time here. 10 out of 10. 100% agree with you, dude. 100% agree with you. I hope that this is going to be something that turns those Disney haters into Disney lovers. It's uncharted territory, sure. We get to see things throughout comics and also through games, but for those fans who don't go outside of anything but the TV shows and the movies, I really do hope that this is going to be their first step into a more positive side of Disney Star Wars. Disney's not bad. They're cutting the checks. If we get true fans like Leslye directing, maybe even myself one day, we're going to see a very positive outlook for Star Wars. So get rid of the reviews, all right? Watch it for yourself. Thank you, Will. Appreciate you. Star Wars Sith 66. First of all, happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday. I know you're seeing this. If you are watching this, you're seeing this later. I just want to say, honestly, I appreciate you so much, dude. I appreciate you so much. You've been such a nice guy. You really started off this channel. You're just such a good dude. He said, I want more. And I know I shouldn't. Dude, back that. The moment we were in that forest and we just see, we see the most gorgeous Wookiee Jedi. Boom, done. I'm like, no, he's walking into what looks like the ruins. I mean, yeah, it looks like a ship, but it looks like a head. Like the ship looks like one of those Easter Island heads. I want more. I want more. More. That was a pretty good Carlo impression. 100% with you, brother. Tia Galanos, my beautiful girlfriend. She said, can you be the echo to my light? Grow up, mate. This is a channel for people to enjoy Star Wars, not hear that lovey-dovey romantic shit. Honestly, shake my head. I love you so much. Thank you so much for commenting. You're the best. Best girlfriend ever. Angry, you know what I mean? Classic. I definitely don't put on a front. Yes, I will be the echo to your light. I'm actually, you know what? Speaking of that, I talked to her just before. I pointed her there because I talked to her over there. But I talked to her just before, and we are going to do at the end. She's going to watch The Acolyte as well. This is going to be the first series. I genuinely think this is such a good series for people to enjoy themselves. So at the end, enjoy as a non-Star Wars fan. So Can you be the echo to my light? Absolutely, I will. At the end of this, we are going to do a review of all of the Acolyte together, from a Star Wars mega fan to a Star Wars newbie. Let's see how we rank it all. I know it's going to be good. From a good friend, Tales from Peridia, aka Star Wars Nerd 00. Both of those accounts follow right goddamn now. He just hit 100 subs. Insane. He does all these giveaways out of the kindness of his own heart. You won't see me doing that. No way. No way. I'm barely getting money in to be able to pay for all this equipment here to give you some of the best content that you've ever seen in your whole entire life. Follow him. Fucking idiots. He's the best. Don't like how Osher... That's it. I said Osher. I did get it right. I don't like how Osher and Annie have a similar age and that they joined the Jedi. Other than that, I'm looking towards... And he says here... I'm looking towards the rest of the series. Cut off, how rude. Yeah, Instagram needs to give longer forms of questions here. Look, I agree, but I hope maybe my point earlier actually led you towards a little bit of a different idea. It's not just that we're watching them and it's kind of like, oh, well, they're just copying the same story. I think it's important for Anakin later to have a story like this, to fail so much. Like, to fail as much as she did, to then go on to them thinking that Anakin's going to do the same thing. Cool parallels, you know. It's like history doesn't repeat itself, it rhymes. Anyways, look, guys, to finish off this episode, because I know, look, it's getting towards the end. You guys are probably, your attention span's going. You've been doom scrolling too much. You got brain rot. I get it. All right. But to finish this off, all I want to say is this. The Acolyte seems like a show that Star Wars fans and non-Star Wars fans can join together and actually enjoy. It's new. You don't need a lot of Star Wars knowledge to be able to watch this. You can actually enjoy it for what it is. With the new planets, the great character design, and some over-the-top writing. I think this is going to set out to be some pinnacle of Star Wars. So, if, like me, you've enjoyed this, please go rate it highly. I've seen too many ratings that are just bottom of the barrel. Stop bombarding all of Disney with hate. Because Disney, they just cut the checks. Leslye Headland is the director and a Star Wars fan. And as a Star Wars fan myself, I'm 100% with her. I'm so glad that she gets to have her story. I hope that in the future, I get to have my own story of Star Wars. But for now, we have this beautiful YouTube channel. And I thank you guys so much for joining along and for being with me through this awesome series. I'm so keen to break this down. So keen. I'm going to do my history in the background to see if maybe I can pick something up. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, my peoples. Thank you for joining Blore on a Mandalore. We're going to have a theme song sometime, but not yet. Not yet. I actually have to create one. You know, I'm thinking tribal drums. You know what I mean? If you watch this far and you like tribal drums, say it in the end. Say it in the comment section. Know that you reached this far. Say, tribal drums. Teehee. Because I got a lot of plan for it. So maybe it'll be good. And if you want to see more Duck Hat, again, put in the comments. Duck Hat. Like and subscribe. Because I know you want to see more. Oh yeah. Even if I talk dirty to you. Missa being a bad boy. Missa be naughty. Ooh, you have to punish. Got a little sexy. See you, my gorgeous people. That's so dumb.